All right, Clinkers, how we doing today? You've probably already noticed we got a new model. This is the 3.0 model that I've been talking about and mentioning in my past streams. Finally got it done. It's rolled out. We're ready to roll. Oh, this was so worth it. It looks so much more cleaner, so much more better. All right, let's get some music going. I want to get straight into the game. I don't want to waste time lingering on this for too long. We'll see if people come in and start talking about the model. See if they notice something different. Those of you watching on the VODs, thank you. Let's get some music going. We're here to play some more Need for Speed Underground 2 because I want to try to finish that game sometime. Man, revisiting that game from my childhood has been such a treat. Come on, don't play the music from Snoop Dogg. Come on, there we go. All right. Play Alt Tab and make sure this is rendering correctly on the stream. There we go. Career. Let me check the audio here. We go a little louder on that. This music is Stream Beats, courtesy of Harris Hiller. Harris Heller. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Super cool guy to provide something like this for all us streamers to use, and for people to enjoy. All right, let's go to Explore mode. Toyota Supra! Oh, we got DVD covers. New cars, new area. Cool stuff. Let's see, where am I on the map? Okay. Let's go to that one first.
You nailed it. Great win. You're free from the last deal now. So get out there and score another sponsor. Just make sure to keep winning. Dude, you might want to check out the scenery in Cole Harbor. I heard the highway just got cleared up.
Something I definitely wanted to do with this model is try my hand at cell shading again, but I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. Maybe in a later iteration I'll try that again. There was a method that I wanted to try for it, but I don't think it would have worked out all that well. Plus, it would have been much more time consuming too, and I just wanted to get this done. Maybe someday in the future, I'll be able to do this full time and I'll be able to dedicate time, proper time, to this kind of stuff. But I'm pretty pleased with the results of this. I like how it turned out.
The director from Modified to the Max.
Next. Easy money. We take it. How do you remember how to do a burnout for a second? back! And work has kind of sucked for the past couple of days. Been having some nasty back pain. I'll be sitting there walking and working, and next thing I know, my back is spasming the fuck out, and my left leg is trying to drop out from underneath me. I was like, oh fuck! Ah! Start seasoning up like a tarantula that's been stung by a tarantula hawk. Like, ah! And then next second, I'm just like totally fine. It sucks. I hate it. I wish I didn't have to deal with that. Bad thing is, I don't know if it's because I'm just overworking myself and trying too hard. Ooh, money. We take the money. Or if there's actually something wrong with me that I'm just not aware of because I haven't seen a doctor in so many years. The only reason I haven't seen a doctor in so many years is because that shit's too expensive. Way too expensive. Not worth it. I would rather just down a couple ibuprofen pills, put on some icy hot on my back, and just try to suffer through. Than have to go deal with a doctor and get slapped with a $2,000 medical bill.
You're in the next production.
Forget
You
that.
gotta like that.
Easy money. Like to see it. Alright, so we got an area down there. Lots of drag races, a lot of drift X. Oh, excuse me. One drift. What is that down there? A car lot? Let's go take a look. Let's go look at the car lot. Oh, welcome on in, Alvin. Hope you're having a great day. Evan Apted. Oh, okay. Took me a minute to figure out how your full name is split apart. Heading down to the harbor, from the mountains to the harbors, from the land to the sea. Wait a minute. This isn't... Yeah, that's not what I activated the GPS for. Yeah, there we go. Man, this place is pure nostalgia. This game is nothing but nostalgia, and I love it. Oh, that's a race. Okay. This is the car lot. The shady hole-in-the-wall car lot, where you can obtain some imports of questionable origin. And it crashed. That's how questionable it was. It crashed. Even the game was like, nope, we can't show this to the public. All right. Let's try this again. Are you serious? Oh. Or you know what? Car lot first. Car lot first.
Wow, now that was a serious win. It's done. The sponsors are happy, your contract's up, and you're free to score another deal. Just maintain your street cred and keep
Oh, I go
winning.
this way.
Hey, it's me. I just got the call. The highway to Cole Harbor is good to go. Head over there and see what turns up. Later.
All right, what's in the shop? What do we have access to? Ah, the Audi WT, Mitsubishi Motors Eclipse, Acura RSX, Audi A3. All right, that's one we already had. So the Audi Double T, the first time I actually played through this game was the one that won me the game, but it was very hard fought. So I'll probably pass on the Audi. Welcome on in, Sean. Glad to see you here. Got a new model. You like it? All right, so we're going to pass on the Audi Double T this time. I think I'm doing just fine with the Viper. Or not the Viper. This is the Toyota Supra. Notice the mouth activation? Yes. That was actually something Mana had suggested months ago. I just happened to remember at last minute as I was finishing up things. It's like, you know what? Let's change how the blend shapes for the mouth work and make it look a little more interesting. I'm actually very pleased with how that came out. It's a lot more noticeable. It doesn't just blend in with everything else. All right, let's go get those DVD covers back again. He totally fine. Totally was not a hit and run, bruh. Remind you of Metabots? Oh, that's cool. Metabots was so great back in the day. I don't know what happened to it. I know it's still going on over in Japan, but I don't know why they're not bringing it over to the States anymore. You know, I wonder if they make any more... I wonder if they make model kits of those.
The director from Modified to the...
Easy, mud. Some are stuck within because maybe they can't draw different crowds. Others is cost. Fair. Fair. Although, since we live in the more digital age nowadays, I have to wonder, how difficult is it really to make it available broadside in a digital sense? Physical is a whole other thing. That's like nothing's changed there. Apart from cost of imports and interest. But if they ever wanted to re-spark that in other regions, they could I would say start it off digitally. Surprised Digimon is still around even though it gets little attention since the 2000 series. You would be surprised there's actually a resurgence happening within Digimon. Digimon is doing surprisingly well over the past few years. Like, if I remember right, there was like an investor report saying it like it's made the most amount of money ever since it's launched over the past few years with like the original Digimon series. New one looks good. Oh, Digimon Stories Time Strangers? I played it on stream. It was fun. I love it. Yeah, it plays a lot like Persona. I don't care. I love it. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and I'll revisit Time Strangers just to play the DLC for it. I haven't touched the DLC on it. Speaking of DLC, I've still have yet to pick up the DLC for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I'm on the fence about it because it's like, I could spend all that money on some DLC, or I can take that money and put it towards a number of things. In fact, I've seen posts going around over on X that Valve has leaked some beginner information videos for the new Steam Frame.
It could couldn't
which could be
possibly
a hallmark sign that
You're
they're
the
getting ready to
next
roll out the Steam
You gotta
frame.
like that.
So I may want to set that money aside for a Steam frame. I definitely want to get back into VR. I definitely want to look at importing this model into VR chat just to have it as an option. Yeah, Deadly Sin, Digimon team back on Cyber Sleuth. Nice. I'm trying to remember who and all that was. I know there's Lilith Mon because, of course. Yeah. Lilith Mon, wink, wink. Yeah, of course. We all know. We all know. The Digimon of lust. We all know. Oh, I'm remembering now. If you ever go and actually play Time Strangers, big tip that's going to help you out: go get you a Digimon that's like Digimon or Gilmon or somewhere in there, and just Digivolve it all the way into Crimson Gilmon, or not Crimson Gilmon, Crimson Gallantmon, Gallantmon Crimson mode. That Digimon will save your ass in the final fight. Just take it from me. You'll thank me later. Had her as part of team. Let me think. The Elzamon is like my favorite out of the bunch. Especially since I watched Digimon Tamers. Hitmon, best story arc. Really good story arc. I need to work on the expressions more though. That one's just not holding right. Yeah, I have to like really put a frown on my face to get that one to fire off. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's because I have facial hair that's getting in the way. Just realized Digimon did more with their games, with changing them up than Pokemon. Digimon has always been highly experimental. Like every game has been very different. And a lot of it's just like really hit or miss. Even on PS1 with World Series 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3 is like the example you can point to is like 1 is like it's more iconic to the little handheld devices, the Tamagotchi ripoffs that they had, the Digivices. 2 was more like a dungeon crawler in the truest sense of the word. 3 tried to be a JRPG, but it is also extremely difficult. I wanted to play through 3 all the way, but I was like, I don't have the patience to sit here and grind stats all day, every day, just to see a little bit of story progression. That game needs some balance changes, big time. For where the hell to go without... Yeah, that's another problem with it. It's confusing as hell. If they ever re-release that game, I hope they put in like a mode for like casual players. Like give us options. All right, we got a sprint up here. But now I played Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. I love the gameplay of it. If you played Cyber Sleuth, Dawn and Dusk is where that gameplay style came from. And then Cyber Sleuth just took that formula, reiterated on it, and made it better. And Time Strangers took that formula again and made it even better. That's the formula I think Digimon should go with from now on. Personal preference. Played a little bit of Dawn on DS. Yeah, I played Dawn and then I naively treated it in at GameStop. I finished it too. And then I went back and I purchased Dusk just to see how the other half of it was. And there are some differences. You get access to exclusive areas in Digimon that you wouldn't have in Dawn. But for the most part, it's about the same. Get pitted! I keep wanting to mistake this Toyota Supra for a Dodge Viper, and I don't know why. They are nowhere close to being the same. The newer Digimon series got hotter Digi-Chicks. I can agree with that. Like, did you know in Time Strangers, there's a version of Beelzemon that's basically a gender-bent version with underboob clearly visible? I forget what the Digimon's name is. I kind of want to call it Lady Beelzemon. But it's basically a gender-bent version of Beelzemon. I forget what its name was. It's been a minute. But it does take a very prominent role in the story. So it's not like you're gonna, if you don't go through the evolution tree, you'll never see it. No, you'll definitely see it. Funny how it's called Stranger when most people playing it aren't strangers. Kinda, there is some time shenanigans going on there. The story gets kind of confusing part of the way through, but it makes complete sense by the end of it. Makes a lot of sense on what's going on by the end of it. But yeah, if you haven't played Time Strangers, it's got my recommendation. If that counts for anything. I love it. Dragon Quest Dark Prince. Actually, I have not played a whole lot of Dragon Quest games. That was a series I largely passed on. Oh, I get to pick a sponsor.
Hey man, you're the hottest thing to hit the streets in a long time. The latest round of contracts have come in, and I pitched the losers. Just sign at the bottom when you're ready.
Alright. I have got the fattest stack of cash I've had in this game yet. I think it's time for some upgrades. Kobe Terra's Journey was your favorite of the series, but Dark Prince interests you. Okay. I've seen someone play Dragon Quest XI, and that was my first introduction to Robin Hood, the character of Robin Hood, and I was like, I like this guy already. Even though he's a side character, I like him. Just the way he approaches everything is hilarious. He's like, what do you mean you can't make this horn powerful enough to launch me to the moon? It's just a giant tuba horn. Okay, game. Very funny. Stop hiding cars behind hills, game. Jeez. Lady Devimon makes you pop your did you? Okay.
Yo, what up, kid?
Did you know that there's a DNA digivolution between Lady Devimon and Angemon?
Bang the brain. Should be easy picking. If you hear any more, man, check it out and let me know. Peace.
Oh, that started in Cyber Sleuth, actually. You can get it in Cyber Sleuth. I forget what the name of it is. Yeah, there's like a whole cutscene where you see them fuse as part of the story. Yeah, the person you go to for like your Digifarm and Digivolutions and stuff in that game, she has 2 cats. In the real world, there's 1 cat, and when you go into her shop, there's another cat. But you never really see them together until that one moment where it's revealed that they're both Gatomon. One's a black Gatomon, and the other one's a white. Hence why one cat is white, one cat is black. And then they digivolve into Angemon and Lady Devimon, and then they fuse together. Oh yeah, Angelwoman. Sorry, Angelwoman. I forget, there's an Angemon and Angelwoman.
You know what? Take
Yeah.
practicality and throw it out the window. The performance shot.
Oh, you had her too? Of course.
Forces and torque you need. Yo, Turbo gives you that extra blast of gas to rocket your ride to glory.
Should I go for stage 3 or stage 2? Let's work our way up. Let's go to stage 2.
Remember, amp up your brakes to shorten the stopping distance. Now power needs somewhere to go, so slam on. Nitrous is extra power stuffed into a tank, ready to explode when you need more speed. Harden your suspension and slice through turns by upgrading your stock parts. Now, transmission is where you lose me. Hey, your ride needs to run smarter with all its new parts, so upgrade your computer to optimize output.
Alright, not enough for that. Not enough for that, so I need to go do more races.
Right here is the place to do
Is this chat 18 plus? The tag says 18 plus, but I don't have the what was it? The content warning thing enabled. So I don't mind it, but at the same time, let's not go breaking Twitch TOS. As long as it doesn't get too weird, I guess it'll be alright. Should have warning tag with description. This is 18 plus, may involve strong language, violence, or clink nudity. Well, the way it works is that if I go over to Twitch, edit stream info, there is content classifications. I can add labels. There's not one specifically for 18 plus, but I can put one for like significant profanity or vulgarity, sexual themes, violent and graphic depictions. Oh, that's not exclusive to Twitch. It's like any platform, really, because it's just human nature. People like their titty toodles. Right. And it's because that word is used as a derogatory word. It's the only reason. But the problem therein is that, like I tried to explain on a couple streams ago, is that when you ban one word that is specifically an adjective in nature, all people are going to do is that they're just going to find another word to use, and it's just going to get the same connotation anyway. It literally doesn't matter. It's a game of cat and mouse. You're just going to keep banning one word after another, keep going down the list, and we're just going to keep coming up with new words for them. Just so we can talk about it. What is it? It obviously applies to Twitch mods. I've had my criticism of the moderation team on Twitch. They may or may not like me, but then again, they may also not know me. But at the same time, in that same breath, they haven't really done anything towards my channel. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to go poking the bear. Liz did the same thing for people, say GG Easy. Made funny filter for it, just like you said. They found ways. Right, people are going to find ways. It's a game of whack-a-mole. Yeah, you can eat that corner there, dude. I ain't playing a game of trade paint. They never won against the R people. Right? They can win against like certain individuals. But as a whole, yeah, that ain't going away anytime soon. Especially with how their business practices have been. Pokemon being a fantastic example of this. Speaking of Pokemon, I'm still waiting on one of the mods to update for the Pokemon Recomp before I go back to it. There have been some other mods that come out that are interesting. For Civilian, he'll buff it out. He's fine. Oh, crash. The game crashed. Slow-mo made it funnier. Yeah. The crash cam. No, Snoop Dogg, I don't want to listen to your song. It's copyrighted. Otherwise, I would. There we go. Well, now we gotta go do that race again. Kinda sucks, but that's how it is with old games. They crash and you gotta do shit all over. You know, sometimes the only downside of the Toyota Supra, in this game in particular, is when you want to turn, suddenly the wheels are made of butter. Like, I'm not pressing the E-brake to do a lot of those power slides. I am simply pressing the brake reverse button. That is how slippery this car is. Rage Racer. You have a selection of cars that turn easy and others you gotta make brake turn and time it right. I've actually never heard of that game. Is it on Steam? That's a pays-one game. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, this race has moved. Interesting. One of your top 5 games? You know, one of these days I'll get around to playing Road Trip on Steam. On stream. I don't know why I'm messing with my words today. Technically I could. But that's frowned upon on Twitch. I got to find a legitimate dump of the game. Like by going to a used game shop and purchasing it, and then ripping it to play on my favorite emulator of choice. Right, Twitch? Yeah, they are people pay for it. We do. Not being sold, then I don't see the big deal, right? I mean, if it's not being sold anywhere, the people who are responsible for making the game in the first place don't see a dime of profits off of it, just a used game market. And it's considered functionally abandonware. I don't see the issue. Like this game I'm playing right now, it's abandonware, and it's kept alive through a healthy modding scene. Recent come out games, the ones that are 10 plus years old, then yeah, I agree 100%. If it's available for purchase legally, I will go buy it. If I cannot purchase it at that time, then I wait. I wait for sale. If it is not available and it is considered abandonware, I don't have a problem. There are so many great old games that are considered abandonware. Like, for example, a lot of people probably don't know this. Sonic Heroes is considered abandonware on PC. There is a functional PC version that is kept alive through mods. I actually happen to have that installed. And it's a fun game. I enjoy it. Told you that game for the 300th time. Oh no, they want you to pay a subscription to play that game now. Didn't you know? Which I actually have a friend who pays for the subscription as part of a family pack. They get a discount, I get the benefit off of the Nintendo Plus subscription. Which means I get to also play N64 games as well on my Switch. Yeah. I have that membership. It goes for a whole year. Nintendo made you had to sign up for their stupid program just to stream their games on YouTube and Twitch. They got rid of that. They've since, like, realized that it's to their benefit not to interfere with that stuff. So they just stop bothering with it. How insane they are, right? But let's not forget, they have ties to the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza, that goes all the way back to their toy-making days. It would not surprise me that they behave like a Yakuza. In fact, I would expect it. NES collection apps are cool though. Yeah. They also have the N64. I think on the Switch 2 they added a GameCube. But like, I ain't playing for it. I'm not getting a Switch 2. Not anytime soon. I have yet to see a reason to go get a Switch 2. Power Pack sub, screw that. Right? Yeah, this is the 3.0 model. I went through and gave it a nice redesign. Did I do it during those art streams? Most of it, yes. The rest of it I did off stream. Love the saturated colors. Thank you. I wanted to do shell shading, but I never could wrap my head around getting it to work properly. I know the shader on Unity has cell shading, but it's not perfect. It's not to my liking. Say no or no. No, that's just a torque. It's torquing. But yeah, I went through and redid the model. Let me Alt-Tab and get you all a better view of this. Yeah, there you go. In fact, if I open up Blender, I can do a little bit more detail on that. Let's see. All right. So here it is in Blender. Finished this up last night. Yeah, there's probably some other things I wanted to do. But I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. Now, if you need a comparison, let me go over to Ordo. Take Lilithmon in Blender. Yeah, of course you would. There's probably a model of her floating around somewhere. This was the 2.0 version. Kind of drab colors. Not as well made because it was the first model I made on Blender. So I went back after learning a lot of things since then. Remade the model. Although I did basically it's more like a heavy edit and redesign than it is a remake. Actually, no, that's something new for this iteration. The other one didn't have anything like that. It would just move, like how a character's head would move in VR chat when they're talking. And the secret behind that is that it's just a little plane that's been slightly edited. And then it's just a series of blend shapes to different mouth vowels. So it looks like it's a sound thing like you would see on OBS, a sound meter whenever I'm speaking. Very awesome. Thank you. The idea to make it a sound meter actually came from another VTuber I watch. He set up an illusion on the side of his head that looked like a spectrogram that was just constantly moving. Clankamon digivolved into Clankamon, right? There's actually a Digimon that is literally a gear. There's two of them. There's Solarmon and then there's Hagiromon. And if you take their evolution all the way through on one of the branches, you can actually make them become Machine Dramon. Yeah, another thing I did with this model is I went through and I fused. It was just basically a collage of objects, especially around the head. And I went through, redid the topology, and fused them all. That way it reduced the poly count. Because the whole idea was to optimize the model and redo the textures. All the textures, instead of it being like 25 different texture files, I condensed them down to one. Or more correctly, two. There's two texture files for the whole model. Like the gear Pokemon Clink, which evolves into Clang, then into Clink Clang. It's a funny naming system they have. Yeah, now it's optimized. It'll be ideally better to bring into VR chat. I have to learn how that import process works. Because that was one of the motivators, is being able to bring my model into VR chat. I also went through and redid the expressions a little bit better. Because before, all the expressions was just on the eyes. Now the head is a part of it as well. Dip, bring that into VR chat, right? Looks well rigged. For the most part, yes. I'm not sure if there's like any inconsistencies with it. I won't know until I bring it in there. I think I may run into issues with the feet, but that's about it. Got a drift way up there. Okay. Reporting the VR chat already? No, actually, if I try it with this model, it'll be the first time I ever done it. And I am very interested in trying it. Although, once I get into VR chat, I'm not sure what I would do. Because I don't know a whole lot about it. I've tried it in the past. I never could get super into it. And a large part of that has to do with the fact that I'm simply not a very sociable guy. I've always been socially awkward. The current model we're working on, you're planning on using it for VR chat as well? Nice. Yeah, when you were working on your model yesterday, I was just like, you know, I'm just going to lurk and work on my model and get it finished tonight. That's why I wasn't very talkative on your stream, but I was lurking a lot of the time.
Yo, what up, dog? Word on the wire is some action brewing in Cold Harbor East. Now, I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find it without much problem. My boys say something easy picking, so I thought you might be here. Yeah, good luck, man. I'm out of here, dog.
Anyhow, like I was explaining earlier, and it just got completely sidetracked. There was another VTuber who had a spectrogram on the side of their head, and I asked him how they did that. They didn't do that in Blender. They did it in Unity, and what they did is it's a separate plane sitting just off of the head that has a texture file that is one really, really long spectrogram, and they set up Unity to constantly run through that spectrogram texture to make it look like it was actually working and responding to some kind of music. I was like, that's crazy. I should maybe sometime sit down and learn a bit more about Unity and see how I can do crazy things like that with my model. Because all I really use Unity for is just to convert the model into a VRM. I have to say, the thing you want to learn about VR chat porting is the emotes wheel. There's so many cool animations you can port your model with. Really? I'm probably just going to go stock standard for mine. For the time being. Just to see what it can do on its own without. You only ported one VR chat and it was bare bones. Got quickly jealous about all the custom animations your friends could do. Yeah, I think I've seen you running around with the Model N VR chat over in the Discord a bit, seen some pictures. And an idea for a alt form that I have is that I wanted to make a jester alt form, but I want to do something funky with the hat. Instead of having the faces of it face outward like normally, I would invert them, having facing inward. Because if you bring it over into Unity, you could kind of see how it renders that in a weird way. And I kind of want to leverage that and put like little stars and stuff inside the jester hat. And then maybe do... No, I don't know if that's going to work out. I was thinking about like doing another one for an outline, but I don't think that's going to work out. But yeah, just basically invert it and then put stars in it so it looks really weird. Like there's a galaxy inside the hat. Like, if you want an example of what I'm talking about, if you look at PAL World, there's like an early dark type PAL that you can get. Yeah, you kind of get what I mean, right? Like, take advantage of that. Like, yeah, it's wrong on so many levels, but if implemented correctly, it could be really cool. I don't know how well it'll work, though. We'll have to see. Alright, now that I have a fat stack of cash again, back to the performance shop with me. I don't know why I'm playing this like it's a drift. I don't need to. The drift race is over. You know, maybe I should make a test model to see how that works out in Unity. That little idea. Just put in like a cube with a sphere, with an iconosphere inside, just to test it out and see how it works. Just to see if the idea would work out. Or maybe the other way around. An echinosphere with a cube on the inside.
Yo, dog, good to see you rolling out tonight. There's some action in the airport area. No line on an exact location, but it should be easy to find. I'm heading that way. Hope to see you there.
Alright. We're going for the Pro package. Checking to make sure we got all the other ones.
Put your car on a diet. Less weight means more speed. It's as simple as that.
All right, cool. Did we have enough for stage 3? No. All right, let's save up some money and we'll come back for stage 3. We'll start working on that. Turn to explore mode. Yes. I think I'm going to take this Viper all the way to victory. Or not the Viper. Again, it's not a Viper. It's a Toyota Supra. I'm going to take the Supra all the way to victory. Alright. URL race. Let's go. Listen to that engine. It's got some get up and go power now. Alright, we're racing with the jet planes and the other cars, running on jet fuel, and here I am with unleaded. Oh, I think I missed a mention. Need that Club Penguin dance emote. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting to see with the full-size model. It would look funny with like a full-sized model, but a chibi one, it looked just fine. And I don't mean like funny like in a weird either. No, I mean like funny as in like I will laugh at it because it looks so absurd, kind of funny. Bonk da bonk. Alright, 2 more laps of this, and this part of the URL race will be done. One of the things that Most Wanted did that I actually wish was in this is that if you can maintain a speed of over 100 miles an hour, you will just naturally regen nitrous. That was one thing that the 2006 Most Wanted game did, that this game did not do. I'm just going to use that wall to get it to quit sliding on butter. There we go. Jeez, 5,000 would take that. New inventory car lot, nitrous purge. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this while we're here. Drag race? Yeah, we'll do that. $29.98. Nice. All right. What say we go and make our car look pretty? I'm going to go to the specialty shop. Actually, you know what? On second thought, let's ixnay on that, and let's go do some more races to get some more money. Oh, look, there's a shop right here. Let's get it, since we're here. Nice.
Hey, accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks and audio right here.
Undergrillo neon. You know, let's go with the gold shift. All right, needs a level 3 engine. Okay, we'll revisit that. Dark Pearl Lime. Yep, we do that. Lights. And the xenon bulbs. I actually had a car that had xenon bulbs on it, stock from the factory. Those bulbs are not only a pain in the ass to install and take out of the car, they are also incredibly expensive. Furthermore, they don't produce them anymore because LEDs have just completely replaced them. LEDs are just so much more easier and convenient, and they last a lot longer. Xenon bulbs, not only are they weirdly shaped, they also have to have a very special apparatus to make them work. And if you get even the slightest touch on those bulbs, they blow out almost instantly. Like with your hand. If you touch them with your hand, they blow out almost instantly. They suck. They're really bright, but they suck. Oh, you can put a GameCube in there? Aha! PS Play. Oh, heck yeah, we're putting a GameCube in there. I'm putting the one that I had, the purple one. We're going to do the gamer stuff. Put the PlayStation Portable. Putting the Clarion sub. Oh, I should go with that, actually. We're gonna put some TV screens in there. Kicker app. And of course, we got to put our NOS bottle back there. Split hoods. Do that. Doors. Yeah, I like that. You know, I wish my car IRL had doors like these. It opens out. I drive a 2-door coupe, by the way. It's specifically the Dodge Challenger. The doors on it are so long that in order to get out of it, I have to throw it really wide out, which means I have to provide more room than usual for myself to get in and out of the vehicle. If I had doors like this on the Challenger, that would just make my day. That was the thing? I can't buy anything. I spent all my money here. We're done. We're good. That should have gotten me some cover opportunities, right? Yep. Nice. All right, let's see what I came here for. We got a race. Drift race. Yes, rain, make the world more slick. It's not as good as butter, but it'll work just fine. Got it.
Elabor is poking around looking for their next.
All right. So we got some photo opportunities. Let's go do them.
Cover, so step up and impress.
All right. Clock's a ticking. Wants me to go back down. Okay. All right, now we gotta go back up to the mountains to get to the other one. All right, got it.
Yo, dog, word on the wire is that there's some action brewing in Cole Harbor East. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. It should be some easy pickings, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
Holy flipperoni!
Burning Wheels is gonna feature you and your car in their next DVD. You got some serious horseshoes, dude.
All right. Let's see. The car just did not want to back up that hill. Okay. All the horsepower in the world. It can't go backwards. Off to the races. If someone who skis is called a skier, and someone who swims is called a swimmer. Or no, that's not gonna work. Shit, I gotta think of that one better. Yes, very good push. I'm actually keeping pace with them and winning. That's what I call a good time. All right. Save complete. Ooh. Hidden race. We take that. I went too fast. We restart. What's up, Mama? Welcome on in. Fuck. Totaled. Drag races be like that. That's the one thing I hate about the drag race mode. It's hard to get out of a lane. Good, thank you. Like the new model? Why you no go to left lane? Left lane right there. Go to left lane. What the hell? Ooh, I did it. Finally. We take that win. right, now the drift event. Oh, all those points down the drain. No. Come on. No, it's fine. We're in first place. We got this. All right. Let's see. That's a circuit right there. Let's go do it. All right, there we go. Racing through the mountains. Let's go. I could hear them using their NOS. Man, so many hours spent just up in this mountain area. This is so fun to drive through. Nitrous powerful. That song, it's got a real bop to it. Boost to victory! I did it! Ah, we got another freebie. Let's go.
Maxi Tuning is out scouting the street for a car good enough for their cover. Can you cut it?
In cover opportunity. All right, it is way up in the mountains. We gotta get there fast. All right, which way, arrow? Left or right? You're pointing left. Okay. We're making good time, just need to keep up the pace. Hey there, Kaz. Welcome on in. Glad to see you here.
For real, bro, you just landed on Maxi Tuning's cover.
All right. There's a circuit way up here. Okay. Let's go to it. Since we're up here, might as well. All right. It's a circuit up in the mountains. Okay. Out of the way, box truck! Illegal street race coming through. That monster I had earlier is already wearing off. Damn. I must be especially tired today. That just means I'm going to have me a good night's rest. Ah, another cover opportunity. Not even marked on the map. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's get some upgrades. Let's go to a performance shop. I got a fat stack of cash. Fat wad of money burning a hole in my pocket. Let's go put out that fire. Bruh.
Yo, Doc. Word on the wire is that there's some action brewing at the Hotel Plaza. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. It should be some easy pickings, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
SUV races will not appear until you buy one. So you missed a ton. Like you missed a lot of money. I know the game can be finished without them anyway, so I'm not too worried. Chat's not showing up. That's weird.
You know what?
It's enabled. The car still jitters, yeah. Let me try restarting this. Video capture page. Just says connecting the chat. Oof. I guess I need to update it. Download a new version here. Let's go ahead and give it the fat update it's been asking for. I'm just going to run it in regular installer. Give me un momento, I'm fixing the chat overlay. All right, hopefully this kept all my settings. It looks like it. We do a test message. Yep, there it goes. All right, so the test message went through. So now it should be capturing chat correctly.
Practicality and throw it out the window. Performance Shop will tweak your spool up some extra power by installing a turbo kit.
Turbo. Jackson Racing, please. Then we're going to go all the way over to the ECU.
Smarter with all its new parts, so upgrade your
I can't do
computer
that.
to optimize output.
Let's go weight reduction. What do we get for that? Okay, nice. We'll do that.
Remember,
Brakes.
amp up your brakes to shorten the stopping distance.
Not enough for that. Okay. Let's return to export mode, save the game. All right. I need to take a short BRB, chat. I'll be right back just as quick as I can. Nature is screaming for my attention at the moment.
But then whatever. I got gave me a lot of food.
We're serious. He's in the wall.
Food noodle? What? For about $11, I get a good amount of food.
Come on, get out of the wall!
I don't wanna.
The pal I'm trying to catch is in the wall throwing fireballs at me. I can't touch him.
Oh. I've had
Oh, I got him. He poked his head out right as I tossed the ball at it.
I had what the hell is that
They got so much horsepower. Look at him jitter. Jitter, 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 jitter.
You know, that's probably legit what would be the case. Like, hey, I wish it was a lie.
An emo zombie is just a zombie with really brightly colored clothing. Just hopeful about life.
It's all back to normal. Damn it! This time!
There it is. Throw the frog.
Change now! I won't let you!
Throw the frog.
Oh, wow, he evaded. That's right.
It's all
It's all over.
All right. I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Let's get back to the game. All right, let's see. Let's go do another circuit. Well, that's up there. It's on the way to the street exits up there, I think. Yeah, that's a street exit. All right. More racing. Ooh, I think I can take the shortcut here, right? No. Different place. Different place. I know there's one race where you can. This ain't it. Look, that grabber and their patient. I guess they don't have any more patience for my bullshit anymore. Wow, who'd have thought a second ambulance to roll through there? All right, let's do a reset. Take a bit of a long route. I win. Oh, it crashed. I don't know if it saved that race or not. All right, let's try this again. Luckily, it loads up nice and fast. Yeah, it saved it. Cool. Off to an URL. Are you trying to get me to go backwards? Is that what you're doing? Because there's only one way in and one way out here. Ooh, $200 on the ground just like that. Heck yeah, I'll take that. All right, URL, $5,000 cash prize. We do it. That's a fat stack of cash. Tight turns, tight turns. Okay. I really like this track. This is a fun track. It's not too difficult or punishing, but it's also just enough challenging to keep it entertaining. In with the spin outs. Okay. It's like sliding on butter. I win. New car and car lot. Okay. Alright, there's a race right next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. I think that's a drag race. Yep. It's a drag race. Oh, come on. I hit all the way up to the speed limit, and it was like, nope, you're overheating. Ooh, good dodge game. I didn't even notice that was coming. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's go do that street X right there, down in the harbor. Oh, here's a performance shop. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in there. Let's get some upgrades while I'm here too.
Break the barriers of top speed by slimming your ride with a weight reduction kit.
Let's see, ECU. Yeah, we'll get that. That'll give me a big boost. Not enough for brakes. What about tires?
Control. Suspend the bills.
Not enough for tires.
Nitrous
Nitrous?
oxide is the glycerin of the race
Nope.
world. Tighten your
Suspension?
ride. Get rid of that stock suspension.
Nope.
Now, transmission is where you lose most of your... Hey, swap out stock parts with aftermarket hardware.
Nope.
Slam more power from your ride.
All right, well, we'll just take that. We'll take an ECU upgrade. Am I actually going to lap them in this race? That'd be hilarious. Oh, I got really close to lapping him though. Ooh, special event. It's right there. Oh, hell yeah, we'd do that.
Reporters from Spoiler are digging for a feature. Win this one, you might score some coverage.
Graphic shop. Let's go ahead and unlock that. Just to have it on the map.
Hey, people will.
Wrong turn! You clicker, you made a wrong turn! All right. Fat stack of cash for that. We take that. Let's see. Since we're right next to a graphic shop, let's go and get some vinyls.
Vinyl does what paint can't, so choose your flavor and slap it on to stand out and be noticed.
Sure. There's one in specific that I want to pick up. I want to see if it's still here. Unique. There it is. The dragon.
Fly the signs of your parts by adding sponsors' decals to your ride.
Autobots. Team Autobots. Okay. Damn, there's a lot here. It just keeps going. Good grief. Okay. I like the Autobots one, though. So we're going to go grab that one. Clink is ripping Clink is. There it is. Yeah. Big circuit. I like it. Show you your favorite Family Guy joke? Okay. Caps out at 180 miles an hour currently. You can play audio on Twitch, right? Yes. Yes, I can. Because it doesn't get saved to the VOD. It's your favorite joke and it makes you laugh every time? I'll take a peek at it as soon as I finish this race. It's a big track with 3 laps, so this may take a bit. Swap the metric system. I mean, it's not going to really matter in this game. If it makes it easier for you to understand how fast I'm going, sure. Let's see. Gameplay. There you go. So what? Yes, I can. Now you know why Toyota Supra is a lot of racers' favorites. I have some level 3 upgrades, but I don't have them all. Pushed it over 300. I had to slow down a bit. I was about to hit the wall. Fuck! That downshift noise, it goes like it's grumpy. Fun fact, the 240SX is faster. Really? I feel like you're rage baiting with that one. All right, let's take a peek at this. Alrighty.
All right, here's your Mike and Ike's with all the Ikes taken out. I hope you were careful, because I swear to God, if I find one Ike in there, I am going straight to Babs. It's fine, I double-checked. Here's your Mike's. What's next? Next, I want you to fly to France and tell French people that a good-looking, depressed guy smoking a cigarette is not a movie. People of France, a good-looking, depressed guy smoking a cigarette is not a movie. And your sirens sound like gay guys having a threesome.
What the fuck? Is that for real? Do their sirens actually sound like that, or is that just the joke? Okay. They actually sound like that. Okay. I have to look this up. Not really. Chat still not popping up on the black screen. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. Let me try something here. Stop and close source. Has a WebSocket. Connect WebSocket. Send it to Twitch. Authorize. All right. It says, please sign in. I did. Last vid for a while? Okay. Yeah, she also streamed Ninja. Ain't picking up shit today. I don't know why. Let me try restarting it, see if that helps. All right, let me run a test real quick. Reconnecting, sending unavailable. Oh, I guess we don't have any chat overlays for tonight. I'm not going to fuck around with it forever. It's the stupid little jokes that make you laugh, right? Stream Ninja decided to dip. Seems like it. Stream Ninja decided to shit the bed. All right, another Family Guy joke. Let's see what we got.
This is more exciting than that time I saw Bobby McFerrin fall down all those stairs. Cool.
The fuck? All right. Turn to explore mode. All right, I'll tab out of this. New item unlocked. Spoiler cover opportunity. All right. I think this is going to be it for me tonight because it is after 9 o'clock and I am kind of sleepy. Let's quit the main menu. Oh, well, the game decided to crash as soon as I did that. Okay, works for me. Alright, let's take a peek and see who we're raiding. It's easier to do raids on Twitch than it is on Kick. Let's see here. I think we'll raid Hunter Blue. Haven't raided him in a while. He's a fellow Clanka. He's a TV head. Looks like he's playing a game called The Big Walk, and I've seen some gameplay of it. It's a super chill game, and as you know me, I like some chill things. So let's go hang out in his chat, give him some support, tell him the Clanka sent you. Your raid sign is Clanka Raid. Let's go give him a raid. And if not, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Y'all have a great night. Peace.
Cyberlights and pixels gleam, virtual battles in the night. Together we rose to the fight. Through the wires we came alive. Echoes of laughter as we thrive. Voices echo through the game. Clank legends burn in fame. Arigato, all clankers. You stay till the very end. We're true explorers. Robo friends who never bend. Oh, clan, cause you're more than just a name in this vast network. You're lighting up the game in the digital dusk where everything's untamed. You're the reason I'm here and it'll never be the same. From late nights and bright lights, we conquer time.